Now, we all wish the way it was. Back in the day when we could go to a restaurant, have dinner, lunch, breakfast with friends, maybe see a movie at the Clyde, or go to a new performance at Whidbey Island Center for the Arts. So I thought it would be fun and interesting to sit down and talk with some of the people that keep the arts lively here on the island. So I spent time with 3 organizations, and they include Larry Heidel with Saratoga Orchestra, Cassee with Whidbey Children's Theatre, and Char and Brittany Falso of Whidbey Island Dance Theatre. Let's take a look and see how they're doing today. Hey Larry, how you doing?
Hi Sue, nice to see you.
Yes, I've never seen you this way. This is pretty exciting. So, of course, with everything that's going on, you as the executive director of the Saratoga Orchestra of Whidbey Island have some big changes going on, I'm sure. And as with all the nonprofit groups on the island and all over, it's a time of change. So I'm assuming you're practicing your trombone a lot because I know you're a player in the symphony.
Right.
So you are practicing your trombone. And you are, as the executive director, the group is in its 13th year, I think.
Founded in 2007, yep.
And then from there, you guys have just grown. I mean, it's really a big deal. I've been watching, which has really been a treat for me, your virtual concerts online. So, so what are you doing now during the shutdown? What does the group do?
What does the group do? Well, like so many other groups, we're trying to reimagine, reinvent, figure out what this is all going to look like on the other side. Unfortunately, we did have to cancel our March and May concerts, as well as our spring fundraising gala, which was to have been this past weekend. This was just crazy. Overnight, musicians found themselves totally without work. All these gigs were canceled. Their lessons that they were teaching had been canceled. Schools were closing. So it just, was this crazy time. So we decided in response to this to develop a virtual concert hall and come back with some of our past performances and little clips to hopefully stay engaged with our audience. We can always bring some happiness and joy to the island. And it was also a way for us to donate, set up this emergency fund for our musicians, and people could donate to it. So
those are all online.
All those are online at our website, sowhidbey.com.
So Whidbey, SOWHIDBey.
So Whidbey, yes.
Okay, well, take care, Larry, and
right.
We'll keep in touch. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
So we're here with Whidbey Island Dance Theatre, which is one of South Whidbey's and the island's and the region's wonderful dance troupes. It was established in 1993. And so I'm chatting today with Char, who is the founder and co-artistic director, and also Brittany Falso, who is co-artistic director. So welcome, ladies. Here we are in our little trio. Good to chat with you. So let us know what's going on with WIDT.
Okay. Well, our WIDT company dancers are continuing to train at Island Dance via Zoom. And they only missed 1 week of classes after the schools were shut down to have Island Dance transfer from the studio to the Zoom format. And it's so important for these dancers to continue to train, to keep focused, stay strong and healthy, and to maintain a sense of normalcy, which they're so used to taking 7 to 8 classes a week, which is about 10 hours a week. And so, and plus they get to do their art form, which I believe a dancer, because that's how they show their passion is through their movement, makes them happy. So we wanted the kids right now, especially in this environment, to stay happy.
That's great. So Brittany, I think I'll ask you, what like personal effects has it had on the dancers? Because it's hard for you as the organizers and the organization and people running Whidbey Island Dance Theatre, but for these dancers, it's got to be, talk about a learning curve. How's that going with them?
I think they are very sad that we had to cancel our show at Wicca it would have been last weekend. We'd already been working on it so much, and we have 2 seniors in high school who are just amazing dancers, and this would have been like, their moment to kind of had their last moment on the stage. And, I think they're dealing with it well, though. I think I'm surprised. I feel like I'm not taking it as well as they are, but we're proud of them. I think we're just proud of them for continuing to just like push through and have hope that we can come back and just keep doing what we have been doing. Yeah.
Well, I do want to direct people toward your website, which I know people can donate, and it's really crucial now for arts groups all over the country to stay afloat. So it's widtonline.org. Is that correct?
Yes.
widtonline.org. Well, again, ladies, thank you so much. Wish you the best. All our groups on the island, we're so lucky to live here and have all these fabulous arts groups. So we hope to see you on stage in December, okay?
Yes. Thank you, Sue.
Okay, thank you.
Brittany.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. So here we are with Cate Cassee, and she is the art director and production manager of Whidbey Children's Theatre in Langley. And just interject myself into this because it was started in 1981 by Martha Murphy, and our son early on back in the 80s was a part of Whidbey Children's Theatre. So it was really a big deal in our family, and that was back in the day when it was in the barn and everything, and things have really changed. So the first thing though, Cate, I want to touch on is I know you were weeks and weeks, 7 to 8 weeks rehearsing for Les Miserables, which is one of my favorite musicals. And then because of the pandemic, you actually did not get to do all your performances, or I think you did one of them. So, for your kids, the children's theater and the staff, that was a real, I guess you kind of had to grow up with that one. It was a tough one, huh?
And yeah, we were 1 week away. We had just Tech Week to go through before we opened. And because, of course, we all heard the rumblings of this pandemic, and we were worried that we wouldn't get a chance to show it. So we just, hoped that the kids would feel comfortable with it. And sure enough, they just rose to the occasion. And they put so much heart and soul into it. The production team was dedicated. It was fabulous and very sad to have to postpone it.
Sure. So during the shutdown of just about everything, so what are you doing now? I mean, are you making plans? Do you have a timeline? I mean, everything is so on hold that you can't really make any definitive plans, but you can do a lot of brainstorming, right?
There's a ton of brainstorming going on. Of course, we have the anchor show of Les Mis that we really are holding on to. Like, it's this wonderful treasure that we just can't wait to reveal to people. And the cast and production team are just really patient and hoping that we can put it on. So that's always in our spotlight is, when can we go ahead and put on Les Mis?
Right.
But I had a whole season planned for this coming season that we're going to actually have to revise dramatically based on how this reopening rolls out. And yeah, it's hard to produce a season when you can't nail anything down according to dates. Super hard, but there's lots of fun research going on. I have a ton of great ideas for next season, and I'm just hoping that we get to move forward with it. And it's all just about watching the calendar, listening to what the governor is saying, watching what's going on in the world, and of course, doing what we think is best for the community and the kids and their families and everything. But
Yes.
we're like the little engine that could. Like
Wow.
we just keep going.
I hope to be seated in the theater at some point soon and see Les Mis because I absolutely love that musical.
And I hope to see you there, Sue. Thanks so much for your time.
Okay, great. Talk
Okay.
to you later. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Well, as in the biz, they say that's a wrap, and so it is. But one last thing. Please go to the websites of the 3 organizations I just chatted with. They all have donate buttons on their websites, and they would all truly appreciate your donations. More than ever, our artists and organizations need your support. And we do have an announcement for who our next guest will be. It will be Elise Miller, who is the new interim executive director for Hedgebrook. So in the meantime, wear your mask, wash your hands, and take care. Bye-bye.